Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
The week's top headlines from American Angus Association headquarters include tips for improving herd conception rates.
The government released a report pertaining to agriculture and climate change.
We look at the outlook for summer drought conditions as well as exports. And Jenna McCrell brings us a report on a fun event that connects curious kids with the farm.
This is the Angus Report. Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Fertility plays a major role in the success of any breeding program, whether it involves artificial insemination or natural service. South Dakota State University animal scientist George Perry says there are certain factors cattlemen should consider that influence the fertility of beef cows and heifers for breeding.
Estrus detection, bull fertility, inseminator efficiency, and cow herd fertility multiplied together actually give us our conception rates. Even if we're doing a fixed time AI protocol, it's important for those animals to show signs of estrus to get optimum fertility. With fertility level of the bull, we know there's variations in bulls. On a natural service side, it's very important that we select bulls that do a good job detecting estrus, have good breeding soundness exams. With AI, it's important to deposit semen in the uterine body. The fourth area, which can encompass a lot of things, is actually fertility level of the herd. And this can include everything from body condition, which is nutrition level, to following protocols, to disease control, and then the one I mainly focused on was if we stress our animals. When we manage for all of these different things, we can actually optimize our pregnancy rates just with our herd management.
Climate change and its relationship with the agriculture industry is discussed in an assessment recently released by the U.S. Global Change Research Program. In its third report, the National Climate Assessment issued by the White House suggests climate change may be altering agriculture and forestry systems across the country and what could be in store for the future. According to the report, agriculture has been able to adapt to recent changes in climate. However, increased innovation will be needed to continue that trend. The report also looked at how climate change is affecting people in rural communities, a first for the study. Despite the report being met with skepticism from some critics in the ag industry, Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack reported that the USDA allocated $6 million to 10 land-grant universities to study the effects of climate on agriculture, and another $6 million to improve water resource quantity and quality. You can read more at usda.gov/climate change. Estrus can be synchronized for natural service as well as AI during breeding season. Carl Dahlin of North Dakota State University says a vast majority of producers are using bulls for their breeding program and discusses ways to improve pregnancy rates in a synchronized natural breeding program.
The first thing we need to do is really concentrate on those cows and make sure our cows are in the appropriate body condition, that we are far enough postpartum, and then it's all the little details that go into management, intricacies of making sure that we have low stress, calm handling conditions, and then putting in good fertile bulls on top of those cows to make sure that our pregnancy rates are optimal. Really what we're looking at here is putting way too many cows with a bull or putting very young bulls in a situation where they're expected to breed a lot of cows. It's probably the #1 issue that we see out there. We can't expect a young bull to go ahead and breed big groups of cows, so we really stay away from that. Another issue would be really looking at the libido of a bull to make sure he's got experience, to make sure that he's going to go out there and actively breed those females.
While spring is typically a season that brings hope for rainfall, the latest drought monitor reports about half of the country is still dealing with intense drought levels. The majority of states west of the Mississippi are seeing varying levels of drought, such as Texas and the Southern Plains, where 38% of the state is in extreme or worse drought. And California in the west remains the country's worst drought-plagued region. 96% of California is in severe to exceptional drought. All of these levels pose real challenges for cattlemen who continue to seek additional assistance and resources. We go now to Jen McCrell with a look at news you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Crystal. The Cattleman's Black Book is an essential item for many farmers and ranchers. The pocket-sized notebook is a hassle-free record-keeping option and is offered through the Beef Record Service and Angus Source Genetic. You can order your 2015 books today for $3 each, and if you want to purchase more than 100 books, they can be customized free of charge. Contact the Angus Source Department for more information or to place your order. The National Junior Angus Association is now accepting applications for the upcoming Angus Ambassador competition. An elite representative for the Angus breed, the Ambassador serves a one-year term as a spokesperson for the NJAA's nearly 6,000 members. Ambassador applicants must be association members between the ages of 17 and 20 as of January 1st, be considered a member of good standing, and own purebred cattle. Details on the application process are available online, and applications must be postmarked by June 15th. Visit njaa.info for more information. The Certified Angus Beef brand has awarded $20,000 in scholarship funding to 6 students as recognition for their community and beef industry leadership and achievements. Since its inception in 1999, the Colvin Scholarship Fund has supported nearly 50 future leaders in their endeavors to continue education in agriculture and animal sciences. Mick Colvin was the brand's founding executive director, and this fund reflects his role in making dreams a reality and inspiring others to do their best. Go online to read more about this year's scholarship recipients. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Jenna. When the Angus Report returns, a look at the role of increasing exports in beef demand.
And we go to Southeast Missouri for an on-farm event that connects school kids with the farm and where their food comes from.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
Your herd is your business, your livelihood, your legacy. Every decision is important, especially those that impact future generations. HD50K for Angus from Zoetis helps you make decisions sooner with accuracy and confidence. With Zoetis HD50K, you'll have the most accurate predictions possible for young bulls and heifers with limited or no progeny, because the decisions you make today directly impact your herd tomorrow. To learn more, visit zoetisus.com/genetics.
Your herd, your business, your family. You've always protected what matters most, so you know how important vaccinations are for healthy cattle. And with Vista vaccines from Merck Animal Health, you know you're covered. No other vaccine works like Vista. Only Vista gives you complete dual-action pneumonia protection and complete one-dose fetal protection for the entire pregnancy. Protect what matters most. Talk to your veterinarian or animal health supplier about Vista.
Recognize this? It's your $1 per head beef checkoff investment that does all kinds of things to help make sure consumers feel good about buying your beef. Like working with chefs around the world to create new beef recipes and put more beef on the menu. Or educating healthcare professionals about how beef fits into a healthy lifestyle. Or by helping you share your beef story with those who have questions about where their food comes from. Get to know your checkoff and start sharing your views at mybeefcheckoff.com.
44 Farms is your trusted source for Angus genetics. 44 Farms is a fully integrated Angus business that brings you quality from the pasture to the plate. And thank you to all of our customers for making this spring sales season our best ever. We are humbled by your confidence in 44 Genetics. Balanced trait genetics, a passion for customer service, and a common sense approach to the seed stock business are all things you can expect when doing business with 44 Farms. Our gate is always open at 44 Farms. Call or stop by our headquarters in Cameron, Texas anytime. We'd love to show you around. Look for us at 44farms.com and 44steaks.com. Join the team, the Beef Quality Assurance Team. Getting BQA certified shows you're committed to practices that produce the highest quality beef in the world. And by visiting bqa.org, you can take the online certification course at a time that fits your schedule and from the comfort of your home or office. You'll also find lots of helpful tips on improving animal health and animal handling practices. Get certified, BQA certified, because it's about doing the right thing. Visit bqa.org today and become a member of the BQA team.
Horn flies cost cattle producers nearly $1 billion a year. They interrupt grazing, cause loss of blood, and impact your bottom line. By incorporating Alticid IGR into your supplement program, you can prevent the emergence of adult horn flies. Alticid IGR will significantly reduce stress on your cattle. For pennies a day, you can control the most costly parasite and increase your profitability. Contact your feed supplier to incorporate Alticid IGR today.